Today on the channel, we're back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. In today's video, we unleash the beast with my top 5 Beastman figures of all time.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another edition of the Kyle Peterson Top 5, a Thursday tradition here on the channel. As each and every Thursday, we do a top 5 and occasionally a top 10 countdown. Today, we're back to the 5 variety, and we continue to celebrate He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Obviously, the movie's been out a few weeks now, depending when you're watching this. Could be years, Todd McFarlane, depending. But today, we're diving into a hairy bipedal creature that stole my heart many years ago and never let go. He put footprints on my heart, is what he did once upon a time. But we're talking Beastman, of course, an evil henchman of Skeletor, as we know. A lot of incarnations throughout the years. Honestly, could very easily do a top 10 list here. And it's a fun thing doing these top 5 and top 10 lists because you really decide what you really like and don't like in some of the figures. And I think there's going to be some surprises in this list. Maybe for you, maybe not. But that's why we do these lists. But I learned a lot about my love for Beastman and where I really love the Beastman. And it was very difficult to get to a top 5, but had to do it for science, as we do know. And as you guys also know, we're going to do this review, or I should say countdown, like we do all the other countdowns on the channel. We're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite Beastman figure of all time. And that's where I'm going to ask you to put your list in the comments below. And in the nice, perfect world we're in, your list is 100% right, as is my list. So without further ado, let's kick it off at number 5. Countdown, of course, here at number 5. And you're going to see all eras of Beastman and all kinds of different properties in this countdown. And sometimes you go off pure nostalgia, sometimes you go recency bias, sometimes all points in between. But here we are at number 5, and number 5 is a very fun figure, a very cool figure. Obviously, it's on my top 5 list. But one thing that takes this one over the hump for me was this was announced when I was there in person at San Diego Comic-Con just a couple of years ago. And I actually got to check out and hold and kind of run the prototype through its paces at San Diego Comic-Con. The Masters team was nice enough to let me take a peek at it. Where are we going? Well, we're going to the cartoon collection. We're going to the cartoon Beastman. Now, this one came out not too long ago, and we've seen a lot of these getting harder to find. The cartoon collection kind of came and went, and we're seeing these guys start to skyrocket in price. But this one, very, very cool. First of all, it's Beastman, hairy bipedal creature. Probably the first ever hairy bipedal creature I ever remember in my childhood. So he's playing a lot of hits here, and it's like he stepped right out of the cartoon. And Beastman's a weird one for me because I go cartoon and, of course, toy line. I think of both of them almost as equals. It just really depends on the actual action figure. But this one, very fun, very nostalgic, even if nostalgia was just a couple of years ago. This one, a strong number 5. Hits keep on coming over to number 4 selection. And number 4, we're seeing a little bit of a pattern, a little bit of a theme, maybe. It's not going to be throughout this video, that's for sure. But once again, we're going to the cartoon collection. This time, though, we're going over to Super 7. We're going to the Filmation version of Beastman. We'll call it the Classics version here. Once again, I'm a sucker for some of these. And this Beastman, the bright, colorful orange, not as scary as some of the interpretations over the years, but man, iconic. There's no doubt about it. And this one, especially for the time, was absolutely next level, as you do know if you follow the Classics line, of course. But a fun one here coming to us from our friends over there at Super 7. It is Beastman in the number 4 spot. This time, the cartoon Filmation version. The halfway point of our Beastman countdown. You got your list? Put it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this very YouTube channel for plenty more countdowns, plenty more list videos. As we're working through a lot of the Masters crew right now. Beastman this week. Last week we did Trapjaw. We did Merman about a year ago. Get your requests in if you want to see a top 5 Masters of the Universe. Put it in the comments down below. What? Todd McFarlane? He wants to see a Triclops top 5. That's an interesting one. We'll see where we go. But we got to finish Beastman first. So we're at the number 3 spot for Beastman. And I don't know if you guys are aware or not. I'm just a classics guy at the end of the day. Be it Jakks Classic Superstars from wrestling. Check out the book, Todd McFarlane. Or classics as far as He-Man and the Masters of the Universe from Mattel. And that's where we go at number 3. We go for one of the more dangerous, evil looking. Of course, I love the cartoon looks, but there's always something special about the more gnarly, the more menacing, the more realistic maybe stylings of Beastman. Does that work? Realistic? I don't know. You know what I mean, though. Something about this kind of look for Beastman has really been very cool. Dare I say, could even be nightmare fuel for some. And a guy that loves a little bit of horror elements, loves the hairy bipedal creatures. This playing a lot of hits from me from the classics line. Got some hallmarks of the past, no doubt about it, but very, very fun. Coming in at a very strong number 3. Dangerously close to the top spot, and the hits keep on coming into the number 2 selection in the Beastman countdown. And number 2 could be a little recency bias, but man, it is hard to beat this. And by my math time in front, there was only one Beastman figure that beats the number 2 spot. That would be the number 1. There you go, for those keeping track at home. But number 2 selection, we go over to our friends at Mondo Toys. And Mondo's had a couple of Beastmen, as we do know. But this one, very, very cool, very different, but a must-have for me. Day 1 pre-order, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Where are we going? Well, we're going for number 2. We're going back to the cartoon days of Beastman. He's got his boots on, even to prove it here. It is another version of Beastman. This one, the Mondo Filmation version, we'll call it. Plenty of accessories on this, plenty of hands. We got the extra heads as well. There is a lot to like about this one. He is a big, hairy bipedal creature. Very, very cool here. And I didn't know if this would really resonate in the Mondo style. But Mondo, I would say, has consistently done a great job on all the Masters Universe figures they've released, including this Beastman right here. So there's no way I couldn't have this in the countdown. He comes in at number 2, which means, like a young Highlander, there can only be one. What is the number 1 Beastman figure of all time as voted by me? Well, stay tuned. Here we are. We've arrived at the number 1 spot. The number 1 Beastman figure of all time is voted by me. Once again, get your list together. Put it in the comments down below. Put it in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. And as I said at the top, there's a lot of good Beastman that are being left off of this countdown. And in a plot twist, spoiler alert, Todd McFarlane, the original Beastman didn't make my top 5. One of the few times you'll probably see that in the Masters Universe countdown for me. It is classic, but I like some other versions better, some of the ones we've seen already, and of course the number 1 spot. And we're going to get that here, but make sure you do like this video and let me know in the comments if there's somebody else you want to see from the Masters Universe in this countdown style video. We've done a few, and there's a lot more to do if we want to do them. So shout it off in the comments, put your request in. But here we are at number 1, and dare I say we're feeling a little bit of that deja vu possibly of the number 1 spot. Because once again, we're going to go over to our friends from Mondo. We're going to go to the first Beastman figure that was released. And once again, a little bit more evil, a little bit more menacing. It looks like he just came out of the wild jungles. Beastman Mondo Toys First Edition is my number 1 Beastman figure of all time. This one blew my socks off and maybe could possibly be my favorite Mondo figure of all time. I'd have to do some quick math on that, but he's definitely top 5 for Mondo. And I think he is my favorite Mondo figure of all time here. I just love how he's evil, big, brooding, just what I want out of kind of a big gorilla beast type character. Beast man, how about that? But some hallmark differences in this one here, very similar. There is some reuse between them, but very different when you look at it. The real fur, the plastic fur, different color, more of a bright orange, cartoony orange here, where the dark menacing on this side. And this one does beat this one barely, but does take the top spot for me. Just a fun Beastman. Would love to see more Beastman in this style from Mattel in the future. Things like that, because this is what I like. This is the dark Beastman that I want in my collection, and maybe you want in your collection as well. So there it is. The Beastman top 5. One of the hardest countdowns I've had to do in a while. Had to go back and forth quite a few times on this one, but that's what makes a good list, and it's great for Beastman. He's got a lot of good figures over the years, of course. But once again, put your list in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to both my YouTube channels, 2 YouTube channels with content every single day. Appreciate the support over there. Check out Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, video cast on YouTube each and every single Tuesday. Appreciate the support over there, and appreciate the support on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Plenty of content to keep you busy each and every day over there. Appreciate all the support. So for a Beastman top 5, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. Use a cobra snake for a necktie.